Good day and greetings from the Great White North. My name is Prickly Pooh and welcome to day 122 of a year of change. Today is, once again, Tuesday, so we're adding another person to our little adventuring party. This one is a little bit different. Not even in the same country. Imagine that. The majority of the ones that we've, actually everyone I think, that we've added so far has been in the United States. So, and now that I think about it, I haven't added anybody from Canada yet. Anyway. But normally when I'm going and, sort of trying to find the next person that I think we should reach out to, generally I'll go through a bunch of the different weight loss vlogs and things like that, and I'll have 2 or 3 different people that I'm looking at and just see if it's a matter of them, not that they don't have anything to contribute, but just that if it's something that's going to fit well, something that we can offer them, something that we'll be able to help with, whether it's, having them come back to YouTube and start vlogging again, or whether it's something that, just to let them know there's support out there, or whether it's something that they can bring to the table that's a little bit unique, things like that. And usually I've got a list of about 5 or 6 different people. I just don't want to add them all at once, which I probably could, just to add a whole bunch of people in there, sort of build everything up. But there's part of that you sort of have to prioritize and say, this person right now doesn't need our help, or this person, is at a stage where, there's someone else who probably can use it more, things like that. So when I was going through the different videos and things like that this weekend, that's when I found this person. And as per usual, I'm going to put her into my fellow YouTubers playlist so you can take a look at her. Her name is Louise. Take a look at her. That sounded really weird. Anyway, her name is Louise, and she goes by the name Beyond Rubenesque. And she's from London in the UK. And there were a number of different things that sort of drew me to her, thinking that this was going to be, a really good fit for us. And it was really difficult, actually, to try to figure out which video to put up. The one that I decided actually to put up was basically, as I mentioned on the weekend, one of hers where she actually I got tagged for that 10 things you won't miss about being fat. And she did pretty much the same thing, but she also did a part before that saying 10 things that she would miss about being fat. And I thought that was really unique. So that's the one that I put into the playlist for you to take a look at. But there were a great many other videos that she had that could have easily been put in there to showcase what she's like. And right from the very start, when she first started about 6 months ago, you can sort of follow her path. She was getting ready for bariatric surgery. I think she still is. She was getting ready for the bariatric surgery, so she started exercising and started eating differently and starting to lose the weight. And she was doing really, really well. And then she would have, a setback, but she would always address it. She would always come back and say, I haven't been on in a while. Here's what happened. Not making excuses, but giving reasons, things like that. And in the last one, there was, she basically hadn't posted in a couple of months, and she came back and she said, here's the issue. I've gained back the weight that I originally lost, and here's the reason why. And filmed herself having a bit of a binge, actually, and explaining why things had happened the way that they happened, and she wanted to sort of showcase that and say, here's what I do, here's the reason. I mean, it's something that we all do. We've all done it. But I don't think any of us would film it and then present it to the world and say, here you go, here's what it looks like when, we're having a rough go of it. But as it is right now, she's come back, she's started back in on things. We've all had those moments where it's been really, really rough for us and sort of backslide. But the amount of headway that she did make during those 6 months is really, really good. So there's a big difference between trying to sort of start over after doing this for 30 years or 40 years or however long we've been eating this way, and starting back after having a 2-month bout where you fell off the wagon. But one of the main reason why, what really sort of, not really appealed to me, but the one that sort of reached out was something that we've all gone through at some point, usually when we're children. And it's one of her other videos that, please go up and take a look at it. It's the one that says, don't shrug off sizist harassment. and it really was sort of the one that cemented that, okay, this is the next person that I want to reach out to. And what had happened was, I won't go into a great amount of detail because I want you to go up and take a look at her videos. But essentially, she was at a gym, the gym that she'd been going to for months, that she's been improving herself, and where, you know, we've talked about this before. People have a tangible, like they have tangible proof you're trying to improve yourself. And these three assholes, I want to say three, a group of assholes anyway, started making fun of her, and we all have felt that whether it's a matter of us trying to improve ourselves or not, that's having that moment when you're being teased or someone's making fun of you or, you know, someone's snickering behind your back. We've all had that moment, and no matter what you're doing, you're done for the day, period. If not for the week or the month, and those are the moments that you just say fuck it and go back to how you were before, because it doesn't fucking matter. That no matter what you do, you know, even when you're trying so hard and you're trying to better yourself, and they have proof that you're doing this, that there are still some people out there that are still going to take that dig. And most of us, almost all of us, would have the same reaction. We would say, enough is enough. Nope, I'm done. I'm quitting. And we would go back home, lock ourselves in, and eat for, you know, the next 6 months, and just pile on all the weight until we hate ourselves again and start over. She didn't do that. She ended up, when she starts up the video, you can tell she's obviously already been crying. And she relays the story. And just, your heart breaks for it. It really does, because you understand it, because we've all been there. And the thing that happened was, it wasn't a matter of a snide comment or something that she overheard. It was just blatant, outright douchebaggery on the part of these people. And it's just, and I use the term people fucking loosely, that just, it's the kind of thing that, those are the moments that you think, I wish I just drilled to myself, that you think, I wish that these are the moments that I could finally stand up for myself and just kick the ever-loving shit out of these people. And the weird thing is that this sort of thing happens when you're a kid, and it sort of sets the stage that's when you say, fine, I'm going to go back to food, because that's where my comfort lies. As an adult, you think, you know, you're at a stage where you shouldn't have to deal with that anymore. Now, a few weeks ago, the same thing happened to a friend of mine, and I'll talk about that more this weekend, but basically, she was out with her friends, and, no, I'll tell it now. She was out with her friends, and throughout the entire evening having a great time, and then she overheard she had mentioned something that she wanted to go to a takeout place or something, and someone that she has never even met, some dick, just said, oh, well, you don't look like you've ever missed a meal, I'm sure you're going to be fine. This is a complete stranger that said this to her. And of course, she completely destroyed the night. Doesn't matter what's happened up until that point. From that point onward, she's done. And we've all gotten to that stage where, or had that happen to us, where you just, it just wrecks you for days and days and days. And you just think, what's the fucking point? You try so hard. You're getting to a point where you look better and you feel better. You're healthier than you have been in forever. And just some ass decides to take that upon himself and just burst that bubble. And the thing is, it's never like, the reason why I say we normally get that as kids is because that's when that bullying attitude sort of comes into play. You don't expect that as an adult. And Louise certainly didn't expect it I don't think, when she was there. But it's trying to wrap your mind around that, why people still do that, is beyond me. But when you look at the targets, like, number one, we've discussed stereotypes before, that in general, fat people are an easy target. We are fairly nice people because we have to be. You know, we have to put that forward. And in general, you don't really get a lot of people that are, you know, just assholes or trying to pick a fight or anything else. So I think there is that underlying, you know, oh, they're fat, they could pick on them. What are they going to do? Nothing. They're fat. And I think that's where that comes from, is that whatever these people's problem were, The plural thing is driving me nuts. Whatever their issue is, whether it's a matter of them, their wife yelled at them that morning and, they're emasculated at home so they can't stand up for themselves there, or the fact that they just don't know what to do with themselves because they're trying to come to grips with whatever fucking issues that they have, or that, whatever the situation is, that the same thing with my friend, that they're going to look at someone and say, you know what? You're my target. You're the person that I'm going to pick on because I know you can't fight back. And it's the social equivalent of pulling wings off of flies. And the reason why they do it is because we won't fight back. And it's not all of us, obviously, but it's not something that you're waiting for. When we aren't walking around prepared to just snap back at someone or kick their ass for saying something, because we're adults. You can't just do that. But it's so unexpected that an adult would behave like a child and a bully in a schoolyard, that we have nothing prepared. And so the shock hits, and then you don't know how to deal with it. And for most of us, then the first thing we could do is, you know what? I know where I can get comfort, and that's where we go back to food. It's not no one is ever going to say, oh my God, they've made fun of me. I better, up my game and feel better. Thank you, kind sir, for calling me a fat fuck. It doesn't work that way. The thing is, they aren't going to pick on someone that's going to... Ow, I bit myself. I had to bit my tongue. Bah. Anyway, I kind of ruined the mood there, didn't I? Anyway, they aren't going to pick on someone who's going to fight back. Going back to, no child ever reminisces and go, I was a real dick. When I was a kid, I used to pull the wings off of wasps. No, they pull the wings off of flies because flies can't do anything to you. They can't hurt you. They can't sting you. They can't fight back. And it's the same mentality that these people have. They're never going to say this to, someone who's 6'4" and built like a brick shit house. They just simply aren't going to do it. And now that I have just said that, she doesn't say that in her videos. I'm not stealing that. It's a Canadian saying as well. But it's one of those things that it gets to you because you want to say something, you want to do something, you want to fight back somehow, and every single time that it happens, it's such a shock to you that you've got nothing. And 6 hours later, you're sitting at home, you're like, oh God, I could have said that, I could have done this. And I think it's just because we don't expect it. I'm sort of getting off topic here, I'm sorry. But getting back to the reason we're doing this, we're going to be adding people on here. That really, I think it says something about our character, that instead of going home and saying, no, you know what, I'm going to hide in a bucket of ice cream, she decided to film it. And it's not a matter of saying, here's what happened today, and, it kind of made me feel bad. Like, it's still fresh. It's still right there with her. And you just feel so bad that and we've all gotten to that point where we can't fucking take it anymore. That no matter what you do, it's never good enough. And your heart really aches for her. It really does. But the fact that she broadcasts that amount of pain out to people, and even throughout all of it, at the end of the video, and she's saying, don't let them do this to you. Feel better. There's still that need to help other people, even when she's, just been devastated by this. And that's the sort of thing that I think we're trying to build here. And I think that she would be an incredible addition to it. So, I really wanted to sort of put that one up there as well, but it's not her personality. It doesn't make sense. I know, I'm sorry. She's usually, throughout all of her videos, she's very positive, not in a stupid sort of bubbly way, but in a very open and, honest way. And she has no fear at all about showing, her progress and showing where she's stumbling and things like that. And it's just something that I think it's what I really would hope for this channel in the future, that we can all get to that stage, myself included, because I'm certainly not there yet, where we can say, no, you know what, here are all my faults, here's how we're going to work through them. If I stumble, then I stumble, we're going to come back and we're going to try again. And, you know, just that attitude of don't give up. You know, there are people out there. She's still very supportive of other people that are watching her channel now. And I think it's going to mesh really, really well with what we're trying to build here. So go up, take a look at her videos. I'm going to put the one up of her 10 things she's going to miss video. I would rather have that one up there because it really does showcase her personality. But I implore you, go take a look at the rest of her videos. I went on a binge and just watched all of them this weekend. And it really does come through. She's trying so hard, and then she has a setback with those fucking assholes. And she beat me in saying my bad word. For weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, I've been saying, oh, I have a story, and I'm going to use this very bad word. And I'm still going to tell you the story, don't worry. Yeah, she beat me to it. And part of it is because I get distracted, and I start telling other stories, or, as of late, not telling any stories. But yeah, she beat me to it. It's such a great word. And it applies to so many things. So anyway, go up, take a look at her videos, and certainly, especially after you watch that, send her out some hugs just to say that you're not alone. We are here. I'm going to send her a quick message as well, just to sort of let her know that, you know, want to invite her in. She's on my MyFitnessPal too. So I don't like just sort of adding someone at random. I'm going to send her a quick note first, and then leave that up to her. I just find it kind of creepy if I was just to go, add you as a friend. And she's going, who the hell's this? I don't know who you are. You're a stranger from another country. So we are too far apart, though. Queen is on our money. She's on our $20 bill, in case you didn't know that. See, now you know stuff. And she's on our coins. All of our coins. So, and we have a lot of coins. Except for the penny, which we've gotten rid of. We still have them, but no one uses them. They round up or they round down to the nearest nickel. But we still have pennies everywhere, and there's Queen's pictures all over them. So, anyway, getting off topic. But anyway, as I say, her name is Louise, and her channel is Beyond Rubenesque. Go up, take a look at it. She's going to make you laugh your ass off. She's going to make you cry your eyes out when you're watching her video. And there's just, it's a personality and the kind of thing that we're really striving for when we're trying to build this community. And I think she's going to fit in really, really well. And I would urge you, when you're up there, take a look at the other people that we've got in there too. Just to sort of familiarize yourself once more with all the new people that we've added in there and see who's still active and send them some words of encouragement and things like that. Because I think that every now and then it's still nice to get that, even if we aren't really progressing the way that we want to, whether it's a matter of, you know, plateauing or just sort of having real life interfere, things like that. I think it's nice to just sort of send out a quick message and just say, we're still here. No pressure, you know, just when you come back, we're still going to be here. And we're here to help. We aren't here to judge people. We have enough judgment, self-loathing, you know, and of our own actions, and we are hard enough on ourselves. We don't need other people doing the same shit. So I have sworn a lot during this one. I'm sorry. She swears in her videos, so it just gets me going, and I'm like, lots of swear words. It's great. Shit, fuck, damn. Anyway, that was gratuitous. I'm sorry. But it's good watching her videos. It's, you know, she's very open. It's very funny. It's very honest, and I think that's really what we need. Everyone that we've met so far has got that same attitude, that they bring something to it, that there's an openness and an honesty in saying, here I am, you know, the good and the bad. Take me as I am. We're going to work and try to, you know, do the best that we can with it. So I think she's going to fit in really, really well. So go up, take a look, send her some love, send her some hugs and encouraging words and all the other good stuff. Nothing really creepy, just so that we know. But yeah, I think it's going to be a nice addition to it. And I keep saying that, so I'm repeating myself. So I'm going to stop now. But I'll put her up in there, and as per usual, they're in alphabetical order, so they're easy to find. So look for Beyond Rubenesque. She'll be right in there. Right at the top, actually, now I think about it. Yeah, I don't know with an A. What is the further with a B? And then it goes to G with Amy. Amy starts with G. So, anyway, for right now, though, that's it for this video. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, please poke the like button for me. And in the meantime, keep yourself warm and fuzzy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.